Hi guys, it's Samantha. I'm going to be showing you how to make this really cute little Memorydex book with boxes. I'm in a Facebook group for Memorydex cards, and some of the ladies in the group had watched a really cool video tutorial on YouTube, which I will link down in the description, where the lady showed how to make something very similar to this but with dies. And the ladies in my group didn't have the dies, and one of them really wanted to make little boxes and with the book, but was having some trouble figuring out how to make it. So I offered to see what I could do and told her I'd make a tutorial. So it is just like a regular little book. It measures 4.5 by 4.5 with a 1.25 inch spine, and then it opens up and it has these really cute little boxes that you can put your Memorydex cards in. So we're going to jump right in, and I'm going to show you how to make one. I will have all of the measurements listed down below. Okay, to begin, you're going to take your base piece. Your base piece measures 10.25. I have all this written down, sorry. Okay, so your base piece measures 10.25 by 4.5. On the 10.25 inch side, you're going to score it at 4.5. And 5 3/4. Okay, so we'll have something like that. Then we are going to fold and burnish. Fold on your score line and burnish. So that gives us our base. So for the boxes, you're going to have two that measure 6.25 by 4.25. Again, I will have all the measurements and score lines or scoring information down in the description. So on the 6.25 inch side, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 5.25, and 5 3/4. I'm using very heavyweight cardstock, so I'm scoring it multiple times. So I have something like that. Then you're going to turn it onto the 4.25 inch side, and you're going to score it at, this up so you can see, score it at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Okay. Then repeat on your second piece. So 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 5.25, and 5 3/4. Then you turn it onto the 4.25 inch side, and you score it at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Then we're going to do our lid pieces. For the lid, you're going to have two pieces cut to 4.25 by 3. on the 3-inch side, we're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Repeat on the other piece, 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Then I'm going to round the corners of these lid pieces using my envelope punch board, because I don't know where my corner rounder is. So this works. And this is optional. I just like the way it looks. Okay. I'm going to take our lid piece. We're going to fold on our score lines and burnish. Like so. Fold, burnish, fold, and burnish. For the box pieces, you'll notice that we have these little 4 square squares down in the corners. We're going to remove those. And you see where the score line is? We're going to cut so that our score line is on the piece we remove. Like that. See? And we're going to repeat over here. Like so. And we're going to do that to this one as well. Sorry for all the noise. My cats and my son are all home. Well, my cats are, of course my cats are at home. They don't work on Sundays, you know. Okay, so for the boxes, we are going to fold, burnish, fold that in, okay, and burnish, fold it in, burnish, fold it in, burnish, fold it in, and burnish. You want to make sure you burnish it really well. That way you get a nice tight crease. And that just makes everything look better. If you don't have a bone folder, I've actually heard that you can do this with a butter knife. I have not yet tried that, but I think if, you know, you needed to do that, it could work in a pinch. Okay. Burnish. And you probably don't need to use cardstock that's quite as heavy as mine. I probably wouldn't recommend doing this on anything less than like a 65-pound coverweight cardstock though. And we're almost done. Okay. So we are going to do some matting. I like to have about a 1/8 inch border on things that I mat. So for the outside of the base, I cut 2 at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 and 1 at 1 inch by 4 1/4. And I'm going to, oops, I'm going to put some glue on. I tried art glitter glue after hearing a lot about it, and I've never really looked back. I really like score tape, but art glitter glue is far more economical. I've also heard of reptile glue, and that is comparable to art glitter glue. I've not yet tried it, but that's another option for you. Okay, so I do apologize if that like scraping sound is bothersome. You know, I'm kind of like sensitive sometimes to different sounds, and if it does bother you, I do apologize for that. We're going to put our little centerpiece in. Okay, then we are going to do the inside spine, and that is cut to 1 inch by 4 1/4 as well. Okay, looks pretty even. Then we are going to mat our boxes. So I'm going to mat them with these. Let's see. I cut the little bits for the lid so that they would kind of like match. So now we're going to mat the boxes. I'm just going to put my glue on and spread out the flaps. I like to mat before I start constructing these boxes. It's just easier for me. But you can mat after you're done if that's easier for you. And that on there like so. Then I'm going to do my lid pieces. I cut the lid pieces, the mats, to 1 3/4 by 4 inches. So I'm going to round corners. And again, I'll have all the measurements down below. Lay them on. Okay, then we're going to mat the inside around the corners. Okay, I've rounded my corners. Now I'm going to apply my glue. Now we're going to assemble our little boxes. So if you turn it over, you'll notice you have this. So what we're going to do is put some glue there and there, and we're going to hold this on. You could also use strong double-sided tape if you prefer. So let's see, I'm going to put some glue right there, and hold it in place. Then put some glue on the other side, and put it in place. Okay, and we're going to repeat to this one. Again, we're going to put some glue right there. I'm going to pinch and hold in place. I'm going to put some glue on here. And hold in place. Okay, so then you'll have two little boxes like this. with the little lids, and we're going to put them on here. Now this might be the most complicated part of the tutorial. You notice I have a little bit of like a 1/8 inch thing, border gap thing. See that? And you could put the boxes like right on the bottom, but I want mine to be even with that. So what I'm going to do is take my ruler and I'm going to line it up so that's flush across, and I'm going to glue the boxes on there using that sort of as a guide. You could also draw a line or just, you know, glue it flush with the bottom. But I'm going to put some glue and I'm going to line it up as evenly as I can. Okay, and then what you can do, once you have it on there, is use your ruler to sort of press down on there to, like, you know, get it to adhere. It'll look like that, and that'll dry. I'm going to do the other side the same way. Okay, and place it down. This is as nice and even as I can. Then we are going to do our lid, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to put a ruler and like right like that, like we did with the box part. I'm going to put glue on the back, line it up, there as evenly as I can. Okay, do the same over here. Line it up. Press down. There, it looks pretty even. Okay. Then I'm going to be matting the inside. So if you put your Memorydex card in, it might catch on these little flaps. So for that, I cut, let's move this scoreboard out of the way. I cut 2 at, I think these were 4 inches by 4 inches, and I'm just going to place them on the inside, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, I'm going to place it on the inside. Like so. Okay, this time I'm going to use my bone folder to go in and burnish. Take our other 4 by 4 inch piece of cardstock. So this is a trick I actually learned from Kathy Orta King in the way she mats pockets for her mini albums. Okay. I'm gonna grab 2 little bits to mat right there, and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so I cut the little mat piece for these, and they measure 1/4 inch by 4 inches. Put that on there. Like so. And that's it. Yeah. Really cute little box to put your Memorydex cards in. You could also add a little Velcro dot for a closure if you like. You could add ribbon for a closure, a belly band, whatever. So I hope that you liked my video. I hope that you'll give this a try, and I'll see you again later. Bye.